Where's the red? I don't know. You know, it's getting to be breeding season. You'll see he's losing feathers on the back of his neck. I think he's starting to primp out for breeding. But they have indoor plumbing, so I don't know. You know, he could be. You know, he could be Charlotte, not Charlie.
Yeah.
How old would you say he is? I think he's been around about 10 years.
Go ahead, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So how long has Charlie been hanging out here at the
right
pier?
here? You know, he used to hang out at the fish cleaning station.
Yeah.
So my wife just got the shop in May and last year, and I kind of coaxed him over here, saying, you know, it's a much better place to hang out.
Yeah.
So here comes the young one coming right in here.
Yeah. Looks like a pterodactyl.
That has some big wingspans, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
They could get up to 8 feet.
8 feet,
Yeah,
man.
they're pretty good. They're pretty neat.
They are
But
really.
see, now it used to be just Charlie. Now somehow, I don't know if he went somewhere and told these young ones, but all of a sudden these young ones just start hanging out.
Word got out in the Pelican.
Word got out to Pelican community. But Charlie just, I mean, this is his spot. I mean, there's, he'll fight with those guys for this spot.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
This is really cool. You know, as far as something to do for kids and families, coming out here is great. But
But
you know,
I think I'm gonna talk to the city and get me something where I can, you know, tape it off.
right,
Because everyone, like you said, you see my sign.
right,
Everyone, honey, get closer to the sign.
right,
You know?
exactly. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I was just out here shooting a quick clip, and this guy was out here.
And what? You have an online magazine or a regular magazine?
It's we used to publish it with print, but now we're 100% internet based.
Oh,
so we
okay.
put the videos on YouTube, and we've got a group of area websites that we post them on, and then I send the video up to a place up in Northern California called the Coastal TV Network.
Oh, okay.
And the Coastal TV Network will pick up some of these clips and run them on their thing as well. But you know, Southern California, the beaches are just such a great place to hang out that I like to kind of showcase where to go, what to do, and you know, for a $4 bag of anchovies, you can't get much more fun than this. And for me as a photographer, to be able to get shots with these guys like this is really tough. I live down in Mission Beach, and I walk up and down the beach all day, but having them flying over the water 100 feet out or 50 feet out isn't quite the same as having them hang out here with.
And like Charlie, I mean, I've gotten him shots of him flying in here.
Oh yeah.
Right over the pier.
Yeah, and like that guy was just saying, the wingspan on these guys is huge. They're really big birds.
That's his name?
This is Charlie. And I'm just
What
His
I've
name
been
is
doing too
Charlie?
is I've got pictures of the crowd.
right.
Because I'm afraid of the city
Yeah, right,
coming down to me. Because when these young ones start coming,
right,
I was worried about the city getting this.
right,
And the other side is I'm worried about, you know, all of a sudden now I'm taking ownership by feeding him.
right.
You know, so that's why I said I feed people all day long, you know.
There's such beautiful birds. It's a lot like the Seal Beach down in La Jolla. You know, they've got,
Right.
you know, you got over 100,000 people that want to go down there and watch those seals, but yet you've got a couple people that say they can't go swimming, and they're trying to ruin it for everybody.
Yes.
But these are, they're so majestic, you know. I mean, when they fly over the water, they're not more than an inch or two off of it. And to see these guys dive bombing into the water, you know, they're big birds. So, I mean, when they hit the water, they're hitting it with some force.
Like I said, I go on the internet and been kind of studying more and more about them.
What's the lifespan of these guys? Do you know?
About 30 years.
30 years, yeah. So, I mean, they get pretty darn smart. I mean, they're.
Oh, sure, they get, you know, like I said, it's weird how Charlie, I mean, you'll see gangs of 10 and 12. I don't know where they go at night.
Right.
That's what I'd like to find out.
Yeah.
I see there on the rocks, see the white rocks.
Right.
I always say that after work I'm going to take my binoculars and snoop them out, but they about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock,
They're gone. Yeah. You know, it's interesting because I always see them literally by the hundreds in La Jolla.
Yeah.
Just north, like in the La Jolla Cove area.
Oh, okay.
And they like to hang out on the rocks there, but it's kind of like you're saying, they've got a schedule.
Sure.
So there's times of the day where you can see them by the boatload, and then there's times of the day where you just don't really find many of them at all, and they kind of have an agenda as far as where they're going, what they're doing.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, what was your name, sir?
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah.
Okay, Ed, my name is Sean.
Okay, vacation.
And
Yeah, I'll go on your
I'm
website
gonna, when I get back later, I basically just shoot this video, what I would say kind of in the raw, meaning as soon as I get done shooting it, I just post it.
Sure.
And then I take the pictures and put them on our SoCalBeachMag.net
Right,
site, and then
right.
create articles and blogs,
Right.
and
Oh,
you know. But
great.
this is the kind of stuff right here. I came to actually cover the surf contest,
Right.
but there's no surf today, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just take a walk out here. But when I saw these guys and I knew you had that bait shop, I thought, okay, you know, people haven't quite caught on as much in OB with these guys yet, you know. But the thing that's nice in OB is that bait shop has a small rooftop.
Yes.
So when I'm over there, I just kind of throw them up on the
Yes,
roof, and they can
yes,
kind of
and they
stay
hang
just out of distance of the people.
I went, me and the wife went to that bait shop. God, I'd love to have that place. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, we just walked in an amount of space.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
We just went, oh man, and he has nothing in there.
Yeah.
My wife got this in May, and what it was is she's the fisherman. I'm not. I don't fish.
Right.
But I was in sales, and I was going to continue my job. She was going to do this.
Right.
Well, you know, here we are.
Yeah.
So my job failed, so now I'm out here. You know.
Yeah, I know the guy that runs that bait shop out there. Their
Oh,
name
yeah?
is Billy Burns, and
Right.
you know, I think that they're primarily really geared into the cafe
Sure.
part of
Yeah.
it, because the
Yeah.
guy that owns Big Brothers Pizza.
I see.
And so the cafe part of it, I think, is really their kind of their bread and butter of that. But
I'd love to have that bait.